してた丸か約束貫こう僕らの道かけがえのない仲間たち信じて進め自分が何者か誰も教えてくれない自らを導いて出すべき答えがある青い子たちが与えられた使命果たして You can be for my dream 仲間のために戦う We just fight for that dream ひるまず立ち向かってゆけ指にかけた鳥がて今打ち抜け光ためらいはの分かっているだろう負けるはずはないこの戦いこそライトプラチが燃える闘志は火を起こしてなおかプラチが重なるわけの運命カモレプラチが切り開けこの戦いを命に勇気を灯せ今引き金は僕だ準備はいいかプラチがプラチがプラチが Yeah yeah プラチがプラチがプラチが
All right. Raj, thank you for that opening. New opening. Was I thought it's a pretty good one. I like the outro and the opening. I mean, I usually like them, but I like these ones. These may be my favorite so far. Oh yeah, the redeemed. Okay. +3 for strangers. So that brings it to 9. And +3 for Umineko brings it to 18. The spirit of competition. This makes me think. So this ship is going to be called the Sea Venture. And I noticed with the SeaQuest logo, it's got like a unique logo for the queue. Maybe. Please, I'm streaming right now. Just so you know. You don't want to watch it, okay. If we do end up watching it, I could tell you, you know, just cover your eyes and
For nearly 60
mute
years, the franchise has provided a plethora
for
of
like
seasons and episodes.
however
Ranging
long.
from wacky comedies to serious allegories, Ultraman has no shortage of stories. Unfortunately, many of the people responsible for these stories have remained unknown among Western
I can
audiences.
respect that.
While there
If
are
you
countless
wanna
underappreciated members
you
of the
wanna
franchise,
go in it
Akio
completely
Jisoji
blind.
stands out for his unique approach to directing. From the original Ultraman to Ultraman Max, Jisoji breathed life to many episodes. While his technique continued to evolve over the years, the roots of his style can be seen in Ultraman 1966. Through a total of 6 episodes, Jisoji managed to carve out an identity that would inspire countless others. Through looking at Jisoji's use of frame composition, repetition, and introspective discussions, I hope to shed a light on one of my favorite Ultraman directors. We often take for granted how much effort goes into framing a shot. Actors, props, and sets all need to work in tandem to bring a scene to life. Usually, characters are center focused,
director of
obstruction from the
Ultraman?
set and other actors. It brings us closer to the moment, telling us the background is an accessory to the scene and nothing more. Jisoji turns that idea on its head and tells the audience anything and everything can be important. One of the ways he does this is by placing objects in the foreground of frames, while also leaving the focal point of the scene off-center. In each of his shots, Jisoji shows the audience a look into the set they normally would never see. By having the speaking character off-center, attention is less focused. It forces the audience to engage more with the scene, to know who's saying what, while also acknowledging that at any moment, another character can speak and completely shift the focus. It makes the whole frame feel important, while maintaining a narrative push. Another way Jisoji built the frame was through a heavy use of reflections. Whether it was mirrors, shadows, or buildings, the reflected frames gave a unique feel to his work. The start of episode 14 alone had 6 different mirror shots within 90 seconds. Another aspect of framing is how Jisoji brought actors into a scene. Instead of cutting to a scene where every character that talks is already present, Jisoji brought characters into an established shot. Sometimes characters would walk into frame mid-conversation, while other times they'd suddenly pop up from a spot, as if they'd been there the whole time. It led to a feeling of unexpectedness, and other times, even comedy. To this day, directors like Wes Anderson frame shots in the same way. This use of framing is stylistic as it is, but Jisoji often combines these techniques with intense close-ups. Close-ups are the bread and butter of cinematic pathos. Nothing brings the raw power of an actor like a close-up during an emotional roller coaster. Fear, joy, and sadness are all amplified by a good close-up, and Jisoji was all too familiar with that concept. However, where Jisoji strays from commonality is his repeated use of close-ups to push a scene forward. Instead of using close-ups only for high stakes, Jisoji uses close-ups for both casual conversation and higher themes. Characters will speak to each other, and each cut will bring the speaking character to a close-up. It brings even the mundane into the viewer's face. Since the standard for close-ups are for high emotion, it makes the viewer question if an average talk is something more. Jisoji also used more intense close-ups to convey eeriness or derangement. In these scenes, the character turns from behind in a close-up similar to a Kubrick stare. The viewer immediately feels unnerved being this close to the character, and it helps build suspense. In other scenes, close-ups on eyes and mouth convey creepiness or stress. As Hayate is captured, Jisoji uses mouth close-ups to show how alien the scene is, and how creepy it is that these aliens were trying to mind control Ultraman. Through framing and close-ups, Jisoji directly forces the viewer to interact with scenes in a new way, but he also indirectly guides the viewer through his use of repetition. Repetition can make or break a narrative. Too much can annoy a viewer, while too little can leave a viewer confused or lost. While repetition can refer to story beats, I want to talk about how Jisoji used repetition to influence both plot and emotions. One of the ways he did this was through panning. Put simply, panning is when a scene moves without cutting to another scene. Sometimes this involves tracking a character through a moving shot, while other times it means a scene moves before it rests on our characters. Jisoji used both forms of panning, but the latter was used to an immense degree. Throughout the 6 episodes, Jisoji made a habit of panning a scene across a set before bringing our characters into view. While it was often for establishing location, it was also used to create a cohesive narrative. Take these 2 scenes for example. In the first from episode 23, Jisoji pans across the SSSP plane before resting on the cockpit. He does this 4 times in a matter of 32 seconds. This constantly reminds the viewer there has been no change to the cockpit, and the moment the repetition ends is when the scene moves on. The next scene, from episode 15, although transitions are also involved, follows the same idea for repetition. The monster is moving around and sleeping, and by panning, Jisoji shows that even though the location is changing, the actions of the kaiju itself are remaining consistent. In both scenes, Jisoji uses repetition to further expand upon the actions of the characters. While panning is Jisoji's most common form of repetition, a close second is his use of technology. Let me explain. I don't mean Jisoji used some secret tech to improve fidelity. I'm referring to the fact he made sure technology used in the episode itself was front and center. From the simple phone to missile buttons, Jisoji made sure viewers knew how important technology was to the SSSP. In terms of repetition, buttons and gauges flashed in quick succession to build suspense. This scene in episode 35 combines the close-ups described before with quick cuts to technology. 6 times in a row, the camera goes from intense close-ups to views of technology. The close-up on the eyes lets the viewer know something feels off, while the constant cuts to gauges show the machine stressing to complete its goal. It's an incredible way of conveying emotion to a viewer without a focus on dialogue. While the repetition was a great way of conveying ideas with or without dialogue, Jisoji didn't use it as an excuse to cut out the importance of conversation. In fact, he used it to amplify the impact of the polar opposite. This opposite was the use of introspective discussions. Introspective discussions are what I call whenever Jisoji has a long scene where there is no action and only speaking. The characters speak their minds and bounce off each other, while genuinely trying to understand multiple sides.
Sorry.
The best example in these 6 episodes, and one of my personal favorite scenes in the whole series, comes in episode 23. In addition to incredible lighting and mixing every technique I've discussed so far, this scene propels the comic relief character, Ide, to new heights. After learning the kaiju was a mutated astronaut left behind in space, Ide questions the ethics of targeting the kaiju. The scene is framed to show how everyone feels during the discussion, and the close-ups highlight when a character is frustrated with their peers. Even without spoiling the opinions of each character, the framing tells the viewer exactly how heavy the subject is. The episode ends with another long shot, this time without any discussion at all. Jisoji uses Ide's peers calling out for him in repetition, and Ide's lack of care to show how deeply impacted he still is. By having the framing and repetition regularly impact scenes like this, it increases the raw emotion of those long, introspective talks. I hope through this video I've helped create a few more fans of Akio Jisoji. Whether you love or hate his style of directing, I believe having such a different voice in the directing chair pushes the series, and the art in general, to higher levels. Jisoji's use of framing, repetition, and introspective discussions draw me in more than any other director of the first series, and I'm glad I was able to share that with you all. There are a few more consistencies to Jisoji's works, and those continue to evolve throughout his time with the Ultra franchise. Let me know if you guys like this look into Akio Jisoji, and if you'd like to see more of his work, starting with Ultra 7. Thanks for supporting the channel.
That's how you say it, right? Rest in peace, Mr. Wreck. Cinematography. Cinematography. Wait. Oh, right. The way you pronounce that is cinematography. That's right. I need cinnamon buntography. In this feature film. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how do I make a V into a good C? Give a V, like the letter V, a good C theme as a logo. I thought about adding this seahorse, but I'm kind of feels like I'm ripping off a little bit of this company logo. An anchor. Oh, that's interesting. Let me see. Let's try that. Let's try the anchor. You have this song stuck in your head. It's maybe a little tricky to pull off. Yes. I'm gonna make this fit. Only begun. Think like a gun. You've only begun. Oh my god, I forgot that was a command. John Hale was the Velvet Underground in the Velvet Underground? Something is wrong with the something of gun. Only begun. think there's one problem with this logo. It's kind of not portraying the Star Trekkiness of what the Sea Venture represents. Did you ever watch the old Mega Man cartoon? Oh yeah, a long time ago, I think. With Cut Man and Guts Man. It's kind of it kind of all a blur. I barely remember what went down. I remember there was a Snake Man, there was Dr. Wily, there's Robot Dog, there's a girl, I don't remember if she's also Robo. Hey, maybe it'll be a collector's item. Wait a minute. Okay. I got an idea. Since it is kind of like a it's like a comedy show anyway. It's just kind of looks kind of dumb, but no, I can't do that. It looks so tacky. Hey, Hollow Man, Square just went on a massive weight loss diet for the black chain. Do you mean the blockchain? What the... What's going on with Square and the blockchain and crypto? Wait, maybe I'm just not drawing this well. No. There's no way that's gonna work. Oh, maybe a flying fish. Oh no. Hey, Tano. They sold IPs and studios for NFTs. 300 million for a JPEG? What? What's going on with the world? What the fuck? My dreams are here. Super fighting robot. Mega Man. Man, is that like 60 FPS or something like that? Oh yeah, she had a vacuum arm. This intro was really good. Oh, this is the Mega Man cartoon. It's Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy NFTs. Jeez. Take it away now.
Gotta drink to forget. I cannot incur this debt. Where's a gun? Here's my head. I just want some sky. 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 Passing fires at the 797. What's the deal with this thing? Let's go roll the fields, man. I just want some sky. I just want some sky. I just want some sky. I just want some sky.
What does he want? Skank?
I'll take you home to meet Mom and Dad. And they'll be so glad. They won't think their boys are bad. Just go upstairs and go to bed. Beverly Hills, Century City, everything's so nice and pretty. All the people look
Alright,
the
I
same.
think this.
Don't they know
be
they're
pretty
so
nice.
damn lame? There she goes, three-piece suit, spandex pants, cowboy boots. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll have to move from Beverly Hills, Century City. Everything's so nice and pretty, and all the people, they look the same, but don't they know they're so damn lame? Three-piece suit, spandex pants, cowboy boots.
Merch. Go.
I went to see a rabbi, but despite his advice, I want an operation. I will not bother right. Operation, snip and die. Operation, snip and die. They sent me to a preacher, a really thoughtful guy. He said my eye is crazy. I shouldn't even try this. Operation, snip and die. Operation, snip and die. But I've just seen a surgeon, and with a knife he cut. I cannot bring you children. This world is such a rush. This operation, snip and die. Operation, snip and die. I had an operation, a statement of our times. They tied my balls together. What's inside's not alive. Operation, snip and die. Operation, snip and die. Operation, snip and die. Operation, snip and die.
Love the. Okay, this logo could maybe work, but I have a more majestic idea potentially. I think I'm gonna talk to Asterios about both of these ideas. Friday night, I'm not too busy. Can we fit in 2 more episodes of Sagi? We'll see how far I progress with this. Got a new subscriber on your YouTube, now you got 15. Nice. Imagine picking Chloe over Laura Croft. Oh, what's the more majestic idea? I was thinking of like incorporating like a seahorse into the V, into a V logo. I'm gonna need to save this.
stay there anyway. Got the world up my ass and I'm gonna jump fast. Be the first, won't be the last. I've got the world up my ass.
He's got the whole world up his ass.
Take a bite, spit it out, take the rules. Rip 'em up, down, down. Twisted mind, twisted brain. You know I'm going insane. I just tell 'em, get back when they tell me how to act. I've got the world up my ass. You know I've got the world up my ass. Science, fill me up, take a bite, spit it out, take the rules. Rip 'em up, down, down. Up my ass. You know I got the world up my ass. Science, burn me up. Take a bite, spit it out, take the rules. Rip 'em up, down, down.
I wonder how the next season of My Hero will go. I feel bad for those poor animators. The whole Omega level mutant. I think the crab might work a bit. It doesn't look like a standard crab. But maybe that's what needs to happen. I'm gonna try and make it look a little bit more like a regular crab. Is there like Maybe there's a way I can emphasize the V a little bit better. Eh. That's probably good enough. It's the Sea Venture. Alright, I'm gonna say that is Mirage's 10-minute request. Drawing commissions for 10 minutes. What else we got? Oh, Beto Keck. We'll take a little break from drawing this, and I'll do the Beto Keck request. I think it's 27 minutes. Alright, so it's 15 plus 12. 27. Here we go. I don't care. At 33 minutes. Alright. Another +1 to Umineko. Oh, you know what? I need to see the reference again. I got it. I got it this time.
No. Thanks.
Private swing party Friday and Saturday. Wouldn't it be nice to have a party where the couples are friendly and mellow? A low-key atmosphere where you can explore your most sensual fantasies with other aware, sensitive couples? Where you can bring someone you care about without embarrassment? With privacy, good food and music, refreshments, cleanliness, and a super jacuzzi too? That's what parties at the A-Frame are all about. Call 213-659-3756. Best time to call is Friday and Saturday afternoons. See you there. I can see, can't you see? Doing to you, doing to me. Prophecy and brutality. Killing you, killing me.
Texas! 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 No more!
I can see, can't you see? Doing to you, doing to me. Prophecy and brutality. Killing you, killing me.
Texas! 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 No more!
I can see, can't you see? Doing to you, doing to me. Prophecy and bourgeoisie.
Roxy and bourgeoisie.
Does anything you want, anything at all?
Oh.
Does anything you want, anything at all? Come to me. Does anything you want, anything at all? Come to me. I'll be your guardian angel.
Guard, block, block, block. Guard, block, block. Guard, guard, guard. Angel, angel, guard. Have I saw Umineko yet? I wasn't able to work on it yesterday. Wasn't able to look at the logic. I wasn't able to look at the logic puzzles yet. Again. While I was at work anyway. I think I was... What was I doing? There was like actual work I had to do. Oh. Yeah, I guess I could have probably done some... I could have probably done some during work hours, but... Work. This music reminds you of Tekken. It's been quite a while since I've played Tekken. I think it was Tekken. You know what? I actually... That's how long ago it was. I don't know if it was Tekken I played or not. I remember there was a Jaguar face character. Jaguar face character which I used to play. Oh. Nice. So my favorite character in Tekken was King. Oh, what did I do? Let's save. This is your brother's favorite? He also painted the cake. That was pretty much the only character I knew how to play. So well, more or less, not the only character I knew how to play, but the only character I wanted to play out of all of them. I don't think I ever got that familiar with that game. It's good for the heart. Yeah, he's cool. Tekken was my first fighting game. I really got it. Nice. Yeah. Tekken, like you could actually play like in the olden days when they had arcades. I like spend like, along with my friend, we'd spend like tons and tons of quarters on something like Tekken because it was one of the only games that they had at the time. There's Armor King? What's Armor King?
If it's a problem getting together, leave it alone. It's the easiest way. Great while it lasts, but it don't last forever. Nothing like living real dangerously.
Come on, give yourself a break.
Give yourself a break.
Don't worry, baby, you'll get over it. You'll get over it.
Sorry to hear it, sorry to see it, sorry to mention we couldn't afford to all be. Seems such a bother, one thing another, tempting and teasing, just for an orgy.
This song is trying to take you home. Speaking of fighting games,
One chance anyway.
I'm hoping with this computer, once the commissions, like,
You can sure do it.
once I get like a less crazy with the commissions and stuff and the artwork, I'm thinking I might try and try the Naruto fighting game again. Play competitively with those other players on NetPlay. And with like a good connection, a good computer, I really wonder like how much of a difference that might make. God, that's Armor King. Jesus. Oh, wasn't Huib playing this game at one point? Oh, Negan. Forgot Tekken had like random ass characters from other genres. You mean Clash of the Ninja game? It's not. We don't call it Clash of the Ninja, but it is from that brand of games, sort of. It's the Japanese version. Naruto. Gekito. Ninja. Tyson 4. The best. Gekito Ninja Tyson 4. That's my game. You playing the 2016 Ratchet and Clank remake? Oh yeah, I think Tom was actually playing that at one point. That's cool. This is the game. This is the game. This is the game. Oh wait. That's like 3v3. That's like free for all.
Standing waiting for a man to show, wide-eyed, one eye fixed on the door. This waiting's killing
MGMT.
me. It's wearing me down.
Playing game.
Day in, day out, my feet are burning holes in the ground. Darkness warmer than a bedroom
Is that like the Melee of that series? It's the best version. I guess you'd call it the Melee. I think it came out actually around Melee, but it never got that popular in America. But I think the popularity of Melee overshadowed like just how good this game was. Am I doing wheel spin game tomorrow? I have not tried running it on my PC yet. You know, I suppose we could try spinning. We could try spinning the wheel tonight, but then play the game potentially tomorrow. I'm just wondering, like, how to balance my time between the games and stuff, and like art. Same, yes, my best friend.
The MCU may have convinced you that you now know who the Avengers are, but do you really? As we head into phase 2 of Marvel's superhero movies, it might be time for some fresh blood to be introduced to the team. If you haven't read a lot of Avengers comics and all of the Avengers spin-off team comics besides, you might not know there have been a lot of superheroes and even some supervillains or former supervillains that have procured a membership to the iconic team over the years. As times change, often so does the team. Today we're going to explore some of these changes in the roster as we count down the top 10 newest Avengers, where we'll be taking a look at those who have joined and maybe also even left in the past decade. Alright, let's get counting. Number 10.
Do you work on Steve Venture any
in the comics,
stream?
Ayala was pretty much always involved with the Avengers. She possesses the white
I don't really
tiger
have a lot
amulet,
of time
which grants her her powers. She enrolled in the Avengers
to
Academy
work on
and
it
was
off
later
stream.
declared an official Avengers member during her time with Luke Cage's Mighty Avengers in Volume 2 of the series named after the team during the Infinity Event.
Oh,
Fun fact,
10 newest
Doc Ock's
Avengers.
Superior Spider-Man, the Mighty Avengers would be considered to be an all-black superhero team. I think that's pretty cool. Number 9. Samuel Guthrie. Young Samuel Guthrie is also known as Nova, though he isn't the first one to take up that mantle. There have actually been many Novas, as Nova is short for Nova Centurion, and Centurion is a rank in the Nova Corps, which is a Xandarian military group who are mostly used in space exploration missions. Sam was the son of Jesse Alexander, who himself was a Nova Centurion. Sam ended up taking up his father's mantle after his father appeared to go missing. Sam would later end up crash landing on Earth and warning the Avengers of the incoming Phoenix Force during the Avengers vs. X-Men event. Siding with Avengers and doing his best to help them in their fight would grant Sam the opportunity to join the team. In Avengers vs. X-Men Volume 1 Issue 12, Thor offered him a membership to the team. While Nova admitted he felt he didn't do much to help, he was honored and accepted, pending his mother's approval of course. Because you know, Nova's a youngster. He's gotta ask mom. Number 8, Blue Marvel. For those who aren't familiar with Adam Brashear, he is a brilliant engineer and physicist who ended up getting superpowers similar to Carol Danvers' Captain Marvel. He can absorb energy as well, but not quite in the same way. He can only absorb antimatter energy or energy from the negative zone, basically energy not of our world or universe. So he typically does a lot of space fighting as a result, because it's kind of where he's the most useful. He's also sometimes known for his romantic relationship with Spectrum, aka Monica Rambeau. He wasn't acknowledged as an official member of the Avengers until the self-titled Mighty Avengers series Volume 2 out of 2012. Luke Cage, the team leader, acknowledged him as an Avenger during the Infinity event when he was helping
Luke Cage
the
as
team.
a team
Though
leader?
we later find out that Adam had actually been part of a team predating Luke's from the 1970s, also
Doesn't make
referred to
sense.
as
Like,
the Mighty
he's
Avengers.
he's
But this
probably
wouldn't
strong
happen
enough.
until issue 11 of the series,
Like,
whereas he was welcomed to the
he
team
could probably
officially in
upgrade
issue
himself
3 in regards to comic book
from
timeline.
street level
So it was in
crime
the
to
past, but it also
like
happened after.
Avengers
You know,
level
just
stuff.
normal retcons, a sprinkling in more flavor. Number 7, Jane Foster. After Thor found he could no longer lift his hammer, Jane began to hear the call from Mjolnir. She had Heimdall take her to it and claim the hammer for herself. She was deemed worthy enough to pick it up and became Thor, Lady Thor that is. Despite being diagnosed with cancer and finding out that her transformation into Thor wiped away all the progress of her chemo at the time, Jane continued to perform acts of heroism as Thor. Cause she's cool and brave like that. She has joined the Avengers team in a few instances, one being when she joined the Reform team in the all-new, all-different Avengers series. Number 6, Miles Morales. Miles Morales is the
Miles
Spider-Man of Earth
Morales is an
1610.
Avenger.
He was mentored by Peter Parker of Earth 616 and eventually also ended up joining Earth 616 Avengers as well. He joined the team in the all-new, all-different Avengers series. Miles found himself tangled up with Iron Man and Sam Wilson, who was Captain America at the time, and a ragtag crew of heroes in an attempt to take down the Chitauri warlord known as Warbringer. The team wasn't referring to themselves as the Avengers yet, but of course, as the series is named, that they would later be referred to as the Avengers. You're Avengers now, whether you like it or not. Number 5, Kamala Khan. I was just going to straight up title her as Miss Marvel because, I mean, that's who she is to me now, but Carol Danvers as Miss Marvel was part of the Avengers way before what I would consider new, and I didn't want to cause any unnecessary confusion. So, much respect to Kamala as Miss Marvel, but for clarity, we're just going to call her by her civilian name here, Kamala Khan. I really love Kamala Khan as an Avenger as well. Kamala also joined up with the Avengers in the all-new, all-different Avengers series, also appearing in issue 1, where we saw Miles and Nova as well. The 3 heroes would actually later leave the Avengers to start their own superhero team known as the Champions. After helping to take down Warbringer, Stark would offer Kamala a place on the Avengers team, which of course she happily accepted. Number 4, Nadia Van Dyne. Nadia Van Dyne was originally just Nadia. She was the daughter of Hank Pym and his first wife, Maria Travoia. How did she end up with Janet Van Dyne's last name? Well, she asked her if she could use it. She felt she knew and admired Van Dyne more than her parents, whom she really had never known. In fact, Nadia was actually kidnapped at a young age and raised in Russia in the Red Room, where she was trained to become a spy, which is why we hadn't heard of her until much later.
The
She
Red
eventually
Room.
escaped her fate as a Red Room agent and decided to seek out her stepmother Janet and her father's teammates, the Avengers, after learning that her father had been killed in the fight against Ultron. Nadia also took up the codename Wasp. Following the events of Civil War II, she ended up joining the Avenger team herself. Janet and the rest of the team ended up warming to her, and Janet revealed that she actually approved of Nadia adopting her mantle. Aw, cute. Number 3, Dr. Tony Ho. After her father died saving Tony Stark's life, Tony resented Stark and strived to be better
What
than
are
him.
these
I just realized
characters?
This will be confusing because both of these people are named Tony. She studied programming and engineering at Caltech and ended up earning 3 doctorates by the age of 20. Her time with the Avengers began on Roberto DaCosta, aka Sunspot's team of Avengers, AIM. DaCosta changed the acronym to stand for
Oh my-
Avengers Idea Mechanics. She has appeared in the New Avengers comics and eventually left AIM to join the US Avengers and
Is
ended up
that a
taking up
Captain
the mantle of
America
Iron
mech?
Patriot. Tony creates her own armored
Mech suit?
combat suits similar to Iron Man's,
Shit.
which she refers to as rescue armor. She refers to them as rescue armor probably because they're all non-lethal as well. That's kind of her thing. It's all about non-lethal fighting, keeping things safe. Number 2, Ghost Rider. Robbie Reyes
Ghost
is the
Rider.
Ghost Rider we are talking about
That's-
this time.
that I can-
He was first introduced in the all-new Ghost Rider and is a car mechanic by day who street races at night in an effort to get money to help him and his brother move out of their rough neighborhood. He ends up possessed by the vengeful spirit of his uncle Eli and becomes Ghost Rider. Eventually, Robbie joins up with the Avengers. You can see him fight alongside the team in the New Avengers comic series out of 2018 to 2019, Volume 8. At one point, he even becomes the heart of an event where he is granted the power powers of the other Avengers so that he can eventually go up against and hopefully take on what appears to be the Dark Celestials. Appears to be anyways. I know. What a story, right? He's also just a really sweet older brother. Also, cars. Number 1, Voyager. Vini Gost is the daughter of Grandmaster Endwi Gost. She originally used her powers to infiltrate the Avengers, inserting herself into their memories to make them believe she was a long-lost founding member of the team known as Valerie Vector. Voyager did that for her dad, Endwi Gost, to help him protect his title of Grandmaster, basically to help guarantee a winning wager on a contest he had gambled his title on with her uncle Challenger, who sought to win the bet and usurp her father. He used to be the Grandmaster before. Anyways, it's a lot of history, so we'll skip that. In the end, her true identity was revealed by Jarvis. After being inspired by the Avengers' true heroics, she decided to switch sides, defecting and seeking to help them and Earth instead. In the end, they offered Voyager a membership. Though she declined, she did agree to return to reclaim her membership at a later time. And in the series Avengers No Road Home, she is acknowledged as an Avenger on the character intro page. Thank you so much for watching, Nerd Squad. I hope you enjoyed this list. Who are some of your favorite Avengers?
Thank you for
Who
calling
would
me a
you like
Nerd
to see
Squad.
join the team next? What is your favorite Avengers spin-off team? I personally love A-Force. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And be sure to like, sub, and ring our bell on the way down there. This has been Top 10 Nerd, and I'm your host, Amanda McKnight. You stay nerdy, YouTube.
Feel validated. Wow. So, when are they gonna mention, when are they gonna mention fuck, what were the names of those, what were the names of those characters? There was like Backpack Girl and like the twins who were like it was very, those heroes were very very progressive, very like almost radically progressively designed. You remember those? Experimental internet gas. that was a thing. Yeah, that was cool. I forgot how cool experimental internet gas was. Favorite genre of my music: divorce, dad rock. I wonder if those characters actually appeared anywhere. I mean, Marvel is so big, like, I think it's fine if they have a few duds to play around with. The universe is big enough for those duds. I have to at least see what kind of story would they write with those characters.
But us, like other angry hordes,
Danny Phantom with fart powers? Yeah.
what threats
Well,
were made before, we don't need them anymore. You know more than I know. You know more than I know. You know more than I know.
I'm waiting for the day. I'm waiting for the day Amanda McKnight or Amanda Knight
What endlessness,
covers
and there's no more to be said.
what is it? Experimental internet gas.
You know more than I know. You know more than I know.
And like Backpack Lady and
The blind may see, but stay
sorry, Backpack Girl.
of all
But
liability and greed, and there's nothing more you need. You know more than I know. You know more than I know.
wow,
You know
I spent like 30 some minutes just like messing around with this pipe.
no one listens to it. They don't believe it, but it's the only way for me. You know more than I know.
You know
You know
more.
more than I know. You know more than I know. What crap, old chap fills up the gap we set like traps for us the rats, and there's nothing more to catch. You know more than I know. You know more than I know. You know more than I know. Then bury me deep down among the weeds that creep into the hearts of all the weak, and there's nothing more so weak. You know more than I know. You know more than I know. You know more than I know.
Wow. It's already 12. charging my watch while I sleep tonight. Oops.
Who's ready to go for a flight? Me. All right, let's go.
All right. Time. Actually, not time yet. Okay, let's save now. Here we go. That's really cute. 6 minutes too late. Nice. That's good. Skipped Star Wars game called Star Wars Bounty Hunter, the one where you play as Jango Fett. The controls and camera angles are really wonky. Oh yeah, I heard. I vaguely remember about that game. Oh, you know what? I was thinking of Star Wars. I think it's called Star Wars Demolition. Sometimes get those mixed up. Nice. Okay. I think it's about. It's close to bedtime, so let's do the wheel spin. Little Nightmares, Mysteries of the Suits, Plague, Umineko. How many Uminekos we got? 20? Oh, 21. Alright, but I'm going to save that request for. I am going to save that request for a little later. Save that for tomorrow. So we got 21, right? Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So I think that's everything. Oh, and you can actually see everything on the wheel this time. Alright. Test spin. Test spin here. Coming. Oh. Almost landed on strangers. Alright. Here it is. The real spin. Maybe we'll play this. Maybe we'll play this tomorrow. But I am gonna head to bed after this spin. Oh my god. It looks like it was gonna hit Umineko, and then it was like teetering on Umineko, but then it actually hit Umineko instead. Ugh. Jeez, that is a sea. That is a sea of Umin echoes. This is an ocean, like a sea quest of. Alright, so Umin Echo next time. We'll reset. Alright guys, we gotta go to bed. Behold Mirage's new, or the new outro from Mirage as I exit stage.